happened in Rocky Mountain?
Kel's laughing. She know the teacher-student fight.
Oh yeah.
Let's go ahead.
She don't wear drawers.
We gonna get to that. But let's go ahead and say what it is. See, there is a complete lack of respect and authority from our youth. We were rebellious when we were growing up. We had a little buck in us, but not that much buck. Because what happened, what I saw happening was, the teacher took the student's phone, and the student, I guess, wasn't going for it.
Should have sat her ass down.
That's what she should have, but she didn't. And she proceeded to then swing on said teacher.
And got her a cut your ass whooped.
Now, do we want to get to the parents first? Parenting? Do we want to address the fight between
address
the teacher
everything?
And student? I mean, but what do you want to touch first? Like
the situation that happened first. So the fight happened first.
The fight happened first. Let's touch that. What you think them kitty hands going to do with grown people hands?
Obviously,
First of all, that woman ass weighed about 100 more pounds.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people kept watching the video for, is her ass.
Regardless of what, it was a weight difference. So first of all, the girl should have figured that out right then. That might not be what she wanted.
She probably one of them girls they used to fighting and think she tough and found out she wasn't.
My motto
that happens a lot to a lot of 17-year-olds.
If you're young, you need to learn a lesson. And if you old, you should have known better. So she had to learn her lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, she definitely had to learn her lesson. But she didn't, because she's still kind of woofing a little bit, but we'll get to that in a minute. We're still on the fight. So she goes for the phone. Teacher won't give it to her. She swings on the teacher. The teacher then begins to put them hands on her, not really beating her, which she could have drugged the young lady all through the classroom if she wanted to. But I don't blame her. I don't blame the teacher at all. I don't blame her. The same way we expect our kids when they go up in school, we don't expect the teachers to be messing with our kids. We do not expect the teacher to be bullying our kids and just, disrespecting our children. We expect the same in return for the teacher. The teacher should not have to feel like they have to fight for their life or have to fight in any kind of way. That is the craziest part of this story is, first, the student thinking she probably had a chance to beat the teacher. Mm-hmm. But then second, are electronics really that serious with our youth, with our kids?
Yes, it is.
Is that part of the problem? Is that part of the problem too? Yep. The electronics.
Yep. But at the same time, you know when to use those and when not to. So we can't just blame it on the electronics. Period.
Yeah.
When you're in school, you ain't supposed to have your phone out. And she had her phone out. She got her phone taken.
And that's what's supposed to happen.
That's what they're supposed to do. Especially if you've been warned more than once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got to take your phone. I done told you 3 times, put it up. You ain't put it up, I got to take your phone. So if you feel like you're going to be big and bold enough and grown enough to come jump in my face, I'm going to go whoop your ass. You see what I'm saying? Like that. And then, when it comes to the next part of it, the little girl, she had put a little letter up or something, talk about how nobody would do anything and all these people are her friends and they let this teacher do this, that, the third. And
what do you expect? First of all, you're in the wrong as it is. So now you want other kids to jump in this already super messed up situation and compound this foolishness. No, the kids were right. And they probably wanted to see you get your ass whooped.
Right.
The kids in the class probably wanted to see you get you. She probably had all the mouth.
Yeah.
And they were happy probably like, oh yeah, she got what she had coming.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do better with our children. We have to do better with our children, and that's one of those kids. I'm sure if the mom,
her mom spoke out too.
What her mom say?
Her mom said that she does not condone what her daughter did, and the reason her daughter got her butt whooped, she should have did it. She's on the teacher's side, is what she said.
Oh.
She said because she don't send her child to school to disrespect anybody, and if you disrespect somebody, you're gonna get the consequences of your actions. Basically.
That's why they haven't been blowing the mom.
You know what I'm saying? So
I didn't know that.
She's really on the teacher's side. She was like, my daughter should not have went in there and bring her up like this to go in there and do that. She went in there and did that and got her punishment for what she did. You know what I'm saying? So the mama's completely on the teacher's side.
Mm-hmm.
So
completely.
This is just kids smelling themselves. Then
Yeah.
This is just kids smelling themselves, which we all have done. But some take it just a tad bit.
And
further.
she did it to a substitute. They don't give a shit if they keep their job or not.
The point is, like, you know, we have to do better by our kids. We have to really enforce on them. Like, there is a such thing as respect, especially respect for your elders. I posted about it, and some chick was like, the teacher was bullying. No, she's not.
She's doing her job.
The teacher is the boss of the classroom, whether it's a substitute or not. Somebody has to be the one in charge. And that's who it is. The substitute's in charge. People were like, she needed to work on her de-escalation skills. Possibly. But after I told you no,
should be it.
Like you know what? Now I need to work. Now she needs to work on de-escalating. She said no. You'll get it back after class or whatever. Like that was it. So now comes the physical violence. No, you can't work on the de-escalation skills.
How you gonna de-escalate or somebody punch you in your face? It's already done escalated.
Yeah.
Now how am I supposed to de-escalate this situation?
The child should get punched in the face.
But there was another situation with a teacher. Did y'all see that one?
Well, there's been a bunch of situations with teachers.
It was a student teacher. Teachers, I think, took something from the student. You know what I'm saying? The student was all in the teacher's face. The teacher actually walked off. And the student actually assaulted the teacher.
Yep.
So they arrested the students.
No, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, they arrested the student, and, you know, because the teacher actually walked off and everything. She shut the teacher out the room and all that stuff. All it was on video.
But some of these kids are so bold. Like, I mean, like a different kind of bold. Like, because I knew if I would have fought my teacher growing up.
Yeah, that'd have been a problem.
If I would have got home.
I'd have had to fight mom and dad.
And the people coming up the street might have to get you too.
And my school counselor and my guidance counselor, because my guidance counselor was cool with my parents.
I would have had to fight Rock and Jack as soon as I probably wouldn't even made it home. Like, they probably would have came up to the school to fight me, because that's just something that they wouldn't have went for. They wouldn't even thought for a second that I would have swung off on the teacher. Not even for a second.
Yeah,
now, I've done my fair share, but they knew that was one thing that I just wasn't going to do.
Like I say, you're young, you need to learn a lesson, and you're old, you do better. You can get these hands.
She learned a lesson.
They do not discriminate on age, genders.
Nah.
Anything like that, you disrespectful, you can get these hands. Public service announcement.
And people are like, well, you know, people be looking to start conflicts. She wasn't looking to start no conflict.
No,
the teacher wasn't looking for the day to go like that. As much bullshit as teachers go through,
and she's a substitute too.
As much bullshit as teachers go through, that is definitely not what she was looking for out of her day. So, you know, she definitely deserves an apology. I don't know.
She deserves more than they did. They wanted some more money for shit she had to go through. I mean, for real, like, honestly, like, the little girl was out of line. Yeah. She was completely out of line all the way through. If she wasn't on her phone in the first place, it would have never been an incident. Which
leads to the even bigger issue: why you can't get teachers, why you can't get bus drivers, why you can't get people to work for the school system. This is it right here.
Exactly.
Why you have all these vacancies? Because there's so much foolishness that goes on that nobody wants it. There's other jobs that I could put up with foolishness where I don't have to deal with somebody's children.
It's the generation, man. It's the generation.
So
it's crazy. It's like you can bring them up the best way you can, the way you know how, but they still gonna have their own mind and do what the fuck they want to do. So it's crazy.
It is crazy. So, you know, that was the big topic this week, I think. And like I said, it happened in Rocky Mount. So, but
she got rocked and mounted.
She sure did. She sure did.
And showed her mountains, hills, and valleys.
Yeah, that teacher's ass cheeks was just hanging out.
She had no
draws. She might have had a thong.
She had thongs on. But we could get a teacher her 5 minutes of pain too, because that ass was ass.
Yeah, them cheeks was just like hanging out.
She was going like this the whole time. She kept doing this right here. Once she got a time, I watched it.
That ass.
She was twerking on top of the little girl.
Like, And then they wanted to get on the teacher for what she was wearing. Like,
no,
nah,
that ain't
what
got nothing
you
to do with
mean?
nothing. They would never see her ass. The little girl would never on her phone.
Exactly.
Basically. So either way it goes, that would never happen if the little girl was paying attention to the rules and knew what she was supposed to do. If she wasn't on her phone, got her phone taken, nobody would ever see the teacher ass.
Yeah, we opening up all these other that don't really matter. The main
The teacher
problem,
opening her ass matters.
that ass was
Teacher ass
Yeah.
matters.
That's about the only thing nice on her, because that grill, woo.
Well,
That's another Rocky Mount.
you wild for that one. But yeah, so the teacher was definitely thicker than 2-day-old oatmeal. That's for sure. She was thicker than a Snicker. And I did not expect to see that much ass on, what was it, Tuesday?
Yeah, that was quite a bit of ass.
I didn't expect to see that much ass on a Tuesday. I say it was about noon. Then Facebook kept trying to
Tuesday.
Facebook
Tushy
kept trying to
Tuesday.
fucking snatch the video down or whatnot. So I'm sure Buddha wants to chime in on this topic before I get to another one.
What? Well, Buddha.
Oh, and I gotta give my Nep a shout out in a second. We're talking about the teacher student.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know. Because
He's been watching.
Rock would have definitely been up at the school.
Look.
Definitely would have been up at the school.
The fight
no
that I would have-
hesitation.
It would have
You
been.
know, Dad can't school for less.
For way less.
For way less. Minor.
For way less. So
Yes,
Y'all
minor
were bad
infractions.
kids. My parents
Shut the
never
fuck
came.
up. I was
to
not a
school.
bad kid.
Not for
See, my mama
discipline.
stayed at the school for my ass.
I
Nah.
wouldn't say we were bad kids, but
That was terrible.
our parents did not play our parents did not play when it came to school. They were very serious about school. Very serious about school. We did show out a little bit, but we knew how far to go.
Yeah.
Like I said, swinging on the teacher, way over.
I
the
would have
line.
never
Way
swung on
over
my
the
teacher.
That wouldn't did I did. I walk out of
Even the
class,
teachers that deserve to get swung on, I wouldn't have swung on them.
I didn't listen.